We're learning halachas of washing the hands in the morning. Yesterday we learned about washing the hands in the morning. That we said just briefly we'll go through. Shulchan Aruch, right? So you have to wash your hands. You're not allowed to walk 4 amos without washing your hands in the morning when you get up. And therefore, what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to have 2 vessels near your bed. A big vessel which will receive the water which you pour in your hands, and a small washing cup with water in it. And in the morning, immediately when you get up, as soon as possible, you wash your hands. Okay? And we learned all the halachas over there that the water over there you're supposed to throw it out into the drain or in a place where people don't walk. You're not allowed to use the water for anything. It's tumah water. We don't use it at all for anything. Okay, we pour it out in a place where people won't use it and no animal will eat it, no drink from it. You just pour it out in the drain. So, and we said also that the way we wash our hands, it has to be 6 times, 3 on each hand, and how do you say alternatively? Yeah. You wash first you pour on your right hand, left, right, left, right, left, 6 times. Okay? First right, chesed, always right, chesed, always the right first. Yeah. Okay, that's what we learned yesterday. A few other things. It says in the Siman Dalet in Shulchan Aruch, Seif Yud Zayin. יש נוהגים לרחוץ פיהם שחרית מפני הרים שבתוך הפה. There are those which the custom is to wash their mouth out in the morning, because when you wake up in the morning, there's all kinds of things in the mouth, uncomfortable, right? You wash your hands. What's the idea? First of all, yesh noagim is probably 500 years ago. Today is not yesh noagim. It's not there are those which do that. We all do that. We wash our hands, we brush our teeth, we put the mouthwash, something to... Okay? What's the idea behind? Because we're going to talk now brachas. So we're going to talk with Hashem. Okay? You go talk with the king. You go with in your pocket, just in case. Okay, there's a story. There's a story. I remember with the Rambam. I remember there's a famous story that whoever was a tzaddik. He was working in the king's palace as a minister, and it wasn't the Rambam, someone else. And he was a moil also. This guy, this tzaddik, and there was a different minister, a guy over there that didn't like this Jew, of course, at all. So he said, "I'm going to make him be bad in the eyes of the king." And he went to the Jew and he told him, "Listen, the king told me he's very embarrassed. He loves you very much, but he can't stand the smell that comes out of your mouth. So maybe tomorrow come with mitpachat, with a little handkerchief dipped in the oils, good smelling oil. Put it over your mouth, kacha, so it doesn't interfere with the king." So, I didn't know. Okay, fine, no problem. Good, thank you so much for telling me. I appreciate it. And then he went to the king. He said, the Jew, he really can't stand you. He said, what? What do you mean? He can't stand your breath. Smell your breath. Can you prove this? Yeah, you'll see that tomorrow he's going to come with a handkerchief over his mouth. So the Jew really the next day came like that. The king got very upset. He said, you know what I'm going to do? The king wrote a letter. In that place, they used to, whoever had to be executed, they used to throw them in the fire, to crime them, whatever you call it, crime them, to burn them alive. So he wrote the letter, and it said there in the letter to the guy in charge of the cremation place, the person who hands you this letter, with no questions, whoever it is, take him and throw him in the fire. Stamp of the king. So he takes he said he gives it to the Jew and he tells him, please give it to the place over there, the cremation place, send it over there, give it to the guy. Okay, fine. So he's on the way to there. And suddenly, this a different Jew stops on the way, please, I need your help. So my son is 8 days old and we need a mile now. And it's it's late, come please do, you're the only mother in the area, please come do the business. But I'm in the middle of a mission with the king, what am I going to do? And then who walks by? Here's a friend, the guy who was the other minister, the guy who was making problems with the king, told him to put a handkerchief over his mouth. And he said, oh good, my best friend is here, he thinks he's his friend. He says, can you please do me a favor, the king asked me to give this to a certain place, and and I can't because I have to do this mitzvah now, it's very important. Please, you give it. So the guy says, sure, I'll do it. And then he says, I have another thing to tell the king. Now he's not keeping what the king is commanding him. So the guy goes, this minister, and he gives it to the cremation place, and the guy, of course, takes him and puts him in the fire, burns him. He's dead. The next day, the Jew shows up. So the king says, what's going on? 1 second. Did you give it to him? No, I couldn't personally give it to him, but it was definitely given to him. The other guy, and they've asked what happened. And he saw the other guy. So then the king was asking questions. And he asked him, so why did you come with a handkerchief? And he's asking, he's investigating. And he found out that the other guy, the guy who's dead now, he caused the problems. Okay? So it's just a story with the bad breath. So we go talk with the king. Okay? We clean our mouth. So we're doing a mitzvah. So it's awesome. First of all, you have another good point in your life every day. You clean your mouth. When you get up in the morning, you take a shower. It's all mitzvahs we're doing. It's not stam. We're doing it for the king. Doing Chavod Hashem. Also part of washing the hands. One of the reasons we said yesterday we wash your hands in the morning is because you're preparing yourself. Like the Kohanim, Beis HaMikdash, they wash their hands and their feet before they were serving in Beis HaMikdash. So also us, before we serve Hashem, we wash our hands. Okay? So that's Halacha Yud Zayin. Now, we're going to start something, I don't know how much we go through, but we'll start. Besides washing your hands in the morning, there's other things that we have to wash our hands for. Okay? Either with a cup or without a cup. Okay? With a washing cup, without a washing cup, once or 3 times. There's other things we have to wash our hands besides getting up in the morning, and there's a whole long list in the Shulchan Aruch. We'll start going through them, and we'll say things about it that I saw in the Achronim. It says in the Shulchan Aruch, based on the Rishonim, it says, Eilu dvarim tzrichim netilah b'mayim. These are the things which you need to wash your hands with water, b'chatchil at least. Okay? Hakama amita. So we said already, one who gets up in the morning, you get up from his bed in the morning. So the question is, what about during the day? If I slept during the day, do I have to wash my hands? Do I don't wash my hands? So the halacha is that you should wash your hands. Why? Because we said already yesterday that one of the reasons that we wash our hands in the morning, besides ruach ra, besides bad spirit that dwells on the hand when you wake up in the morning, is that a person, he probably was touching covered places of the body, and when you touch covered places in the body, even when you're not sleeping, you need to wash your hands. Okay? There's ze'ah, there's sweat, there's filth. When this place is covered, it's not exposed, right? So it's more filthy over there. So therefore, that's one of the reasons when a person, even if he sleeps during the day, he takes a nap during the day, he should wash his hands. You don't have to rush immediately, and you're allowed to walk 4 amos because it's nothing to do with bad spirits. Right? In the morning, we wash your hands immediately as soon as possible near your bed, because there's ruach ra, there's a bad spirit on your hand, and you want to get rid of it as soon as possible. But during the day, if you took a nap, you don't have to run to wash your hands. It's good to go wash your hands soon because you might have touched covered places of the body. That's the first thing. Second thing is ayotze mi bet hakiseh. The one who goes out of a bet hakiseh, of a toilet room, a restroom. Okay? It doesn't say someone who used the restroom. It says someone who went out of the bet hakiseh. He left the bathroom. So first of all, we have to understand that there's a difference between bet hakiseh in our days and bet hakiseh that was in time of Chazal. Okay? What's the main difference is, at the time of Chazal, the bet hakiseh, the filth stayed there. The filth stayed there. By us, the filth gets washed. Right? So the machlok is in our generation, because in the past 100 years when bathrooms at homes came, right, with sewer and everything, with pipes, okay? So the machloket, and if it's considered a bet hakiseh like in those days or not, or maybe just because it's called a bet hakiseh, it's good enough that you have to wash your hands because you went in there, okay? It's machloket, Chazon Ish, Rav Yoshiv, okay? If you have to wash your hands, you don't have to just going in, do I have to wash my hands or not? Okay? Lemaiseh, it's good to wash your hands with water, with a cup or without a cup. You don't have to wash with the cup. It's enough to wash your hands. Okay? You want to do it with a cup, you do it with a cup. Lav dafka. So it's enough to wash your hands if you've not used the bathroom. Even if a person used the bathroom, but he's not touched any covered part of the body, the same halacha applies. It's enough to wash your hands under the faucet. He turns on the faucet, he washes his hands. But if a person touched covered parts of the body, so lechatchila, you should wash his hands with a cup, okay? like we do in the morning, 6 times. But the Avad, he could also wash his hands without a cup. Sedel doesn't have a cup, he can wash without a cup. Sedel Gamur. And even if he doesn't have any water b'chlal with him, what he should do, he could wipe his hands on the floor, on the wall, wipe his hands, and when he gets the water, he could wash his hands. Okay? And that's good enough. He could say Asher Yatzal, he could learn Torah, he could daven, everything's okay. Like the Gemara says, Kol mile de menake, anything which cleans, which is cleansing. Okay? So they used to wipe their hands on leaves and on the before they had the paper. Okay? So that's another one. And Bet HaMerchatz. Bet HaMerchatz. What's Bet HaMerchatz? Shower house. Shower house is mikveh, as far as I know. In my house, at least in my house, the shower is very clean. It's clean. It's not a dirty place. It used to be, and if you go to the mikveh, and so at least in Nasharim, it's not so clean. Right, Baruch? Not the cleanest. Not the cleanest mikveh. And it's filth, because a lot of people are showering in this filth, and it's filthy. So, if you go into that kind of place, also you should wash your hands. Just with water is good enough. And I wanted to mention another thing about a bathroom, that we don't wash our hands when there's a toilet in the place. Like let's say here is a toilet. Again, the bathroom here in the entrance is a toilet with a sink. Again, it's not good to wash your hands over there. You should wash your hands in the kitchen, not in the sink. Unless there's a barrier, like in the bathroom inside. If you go in there, you'll see that the toilet is behind the wall. And the sink is behind that wall. It's on the other side. So there you can wash your hand. What about the shower? So lechatchila, it's good to close the curtain. If you just have a shower and the bathroom is closed, okay, it's covered, you don't see it, there's a mechitza, so then it's good to close the shower, and then you can wash your hands. Like in my house, the sink where we wash, after using the bathroom, is in the shower room. There's a special shower room, okay, separate than where the toilet is. And then you should close the curtain, because that's where the filth usually is, in the tub. Close the curtain and wash your hands in the shower place. That will be the halacha for today, and we'll continue learning something else.